Good morning, everyone. This is your math teacher with subtopic of subtraction of 4-digit, 5-digit, and 6-digit numbers, as well as we are going to learn today about properties of subtraction. Okay, so let's get started. First, as we have done the steps and rules for addition, same goes for subtraction. Same is applied for subtraction also. We have to first arrange the numbers in correct column, and then we have to start our subtraction from the smallest place value, and then move on towards higher place values. Okay, now let us first learn the subtraction of 4-digit numbers. As you can see here, this is the symbol for subtraction. We call it as minus. Okay, 7,805 minus 4,568. First, we have to arrange it in proper columns. Now, do you know that this number, which is at the top, or you can say the higher value, is known as minuend? Okay, the higher order number in the subtraction is known as minuend, whereas the lower order number, or you can say smaller value, is known as subtrahend. Okay, now let us start with our subtraction. Now 5 minus 8, we have to start from ones place value, the smallest place value. Okay, so 5 minus 8, can we subtract 8 from 5? No, because it is a larger value, larger digit. So we cannot subtract from 5. Now what 5 has to do? 5 has to borrow from the higher place value, tens place value. But as you can see here, the tens place value is even smaller than the ones place value, that is 0, and 0 is nothing, and from nothing what you can borrow? Nobody can borrow anything from 0, right? So 0 will have to first borrow from higher place value, that is hundreds place value, and then it can be borrowed by 5, and then it can give something to 5, right? So first 0 is going to borrow from 8. So when you borrow from something, it gets decreased from, if you have got two pencils and your friend borrows one pencil from you, so your two pencils get decreased to one, right? Because one you have given to somebody else, to your friend, right? So here also same rule applies. The 8 will be decreased by 7, and 10 will 0 will increased as 10. 0 will become 10. Okay, so now from this 10, 5 can borrow and become a higher value than the subtrahend digit. Okay, so this 10 will get decreased by 1 as 9, and 5 will get increased by 10, that is 15. Okay, because one tens we are borrowing over a group of 10, we are borrowing because it's a tens digit. So 110 we are borrowing means 10 we are borrowing, so it becomes 10 plus 5, that is 15. Okay, so now let us see, all our minuend digits are greater than the subtrahend digits or no? Yes, they are. So now we can do the subtraction. 15 minus 8 will give us 9. 9 minus 6 will give us 3. 7 minus 5 will give us 2. And 7 minus 4 will give us 3. So now this number what we have got, answer what we have got is 3239. And this number is known as, or this answer is known as, the difference of these two numbers. When you get the question in the examination, what is the difference of these two numbers, then you get panicked. You say that we don't know this number. So this answer is known as difference. Always when two numbers are subtracted from each other, from when two numbers are subtracted, we get the difference. Okay, the smaller value, when it is subtracted from the higher value, we get the difference. Okay, is this very clear to everyone? If this is clear, please give me a thumbs up. Show me a thumbs up. Yes, very good. Let's move on to subtraction of 5-digit numbers. Here are the numbers. We have to first arrange them. 50,528 minus 47,658. Okay, now let's see, first check out whether all the minuend digits are greater than subtrahend digits or no. Even if it is equal to, then also it is okay. But the minuend digit should not be smaller. Okay, so let's see here, 8 is equal to 8. 2 is not, 2 is smaller than 5, right? So we need to borrow over here. Let's see, from this number we can borrow. Yes, it's 5 over here. Even if it here it would have been 1, we would have borrowed 1 from 1. Okay, now here excuse me. Okay, from this 5 we can borrow over here, right? Now this 5 will get reduced to 4 and this 2 will become 12. Okay, now from this 12 minus 5 is possible, we can do. Now let's see, 4 minus 6, oh, this is also not possible. So 4 will have to borrow from 0, but 0 is nothing. Again 0 will first borrow from 5 and then from that 4 can borrow, right? So from this 5 will this 5 will get decreased to 4, the 0 will get increased to 10, and now from this 10 4 can borrow and become 14, right? This 4 will get converted as 14, and now all the digits in the minuend are greater than the digits or equal to than the subtrahend, right? Now let's carry out our subtraction. 8 minus 8 will give us 0, 12 minus 5 will give us 7, 14 minus 6 will give us 8, 9 minus 7 will give us 2, and 4 minus 4 again 0. So the difference is 2870 of these two numbers. Is it clear? Give me a thumbs up if you have understood. Yes, very nice, very good. Have you all understood? Okay, let's move on to subtraction of 6-digit numbers. Now here we'll get the lakhs digit, right? Lakhs will be the highest place value. Okay, first we have to arrange 3,52,798 minus 2,20,456. Okay, let's check out first whether the minuend digits are greater than or smaller than the subtrahend. Okay, here 8 is greater than 6, 9 than 5, 7, 4, 2, 0. Oh, wonderful. Here all the digits are greater than subtrahend. The minuend digits are greater than subtrahend. So we need not borrow from any number, any digit, right? So we will carry out the subtraction easily. No borrowing. 8 minus 6, 2. 9 minus 5, 4. You also do the calculation with me. 7 minus 4, 3. 2 minus 0, 2. 5 minus 2, 3. And 3 minus 2, 1. So the difference of these two numbers is 1,32,342. And you can see here there is no borrowing. So what kind of sum it will be? This subtraction will be without regrouping. Remember, we have done without regrouping and with regrouping in addition also. So this here also, when in the mathematical operation there is no borrowing, it is known as subtraction without regrouping. And wherever we have borrowed in the 4-digit and 5-digit, you can also get it in 6-digit also. It's not that you will not get in 6-digit. 6-digit also you can get the borrowing sums. Okay, so the sums which are having borrowing numbers, there those that subtraction is known as subtraction with regrouping. Is this very clear? Please give me a thumbs up if you have understood this. Yes, come on, give me a thumbs up. Yes, very good. Okay, now let's move on to the properties of subtraction. Oh, before properties you need to solve this, but you won't be solving this. Oh, here is a mistake. Here addition is there, you make it subtraction. Okay, now these sums you are going to solve in the notebook. These are textbook exercises only. You have to solve it in the notebook. 2.6, 2.7 is of 5-digit, 2.6 is of 6-digit, and 2.7, 2.9 is a mix of 5 digit and 6 digit. Okay. So these all sums you have to solve vertically in your notebook, classwork notebook. Next, let's understand the properties of subtraction. The first property says when 0 is subtracted from a number, the difference is equal to the number itself. That means if I say 4 minus 0, what I will get? 4. Okay. No matter however larger the digit is or the number is, we will get the difference as the number itself. You can see here 73,829 minus 0 equals to 73,829. Same. Because we are subtracting nothing from this, right? Here also 6 digits you can see. It gives us the same number, right? The difference is the number itself. 2,73,894 minus 0 gives us 2,73,894. Here 9,23,710 minus 0 gives us same number, that is 9,23,710. Is this very clear? Okay, let's move on to next property. It says when 1 is subtracted from a number, the difference is equal to the predecessor of that number. Remember, in addition, when 1 is added to any number, it gives a successor. It is the opposite of this. When 1 is subtracted from a number, it gives the predecessor. The difference is equal to the predecessor of that number. Here you can see in the example, 36,490 minus 1 gives us 36,489. Is this clear? See, 90 minus 1 gives you 89. What comes before 90? 89. Same goes here, right? The calculation gives you the same explanation. Here also 6-digit number you see. 2,47,510 minus 1. Now here 10 minus 1. What it will give? 9. So what is the difference? 2,47,509. What comes before 510? 509. Easy? Yes. And the last example is 1,45,191. Here 1 minus 1 will give you 0. 191. 91 minus 1 gives us 90. So 1,45,191 minus 1 gives us the predecessor of this number, that is 1,45,190. Have you understood? Have you understood both the properties? If you have understood, please give me a thumbs up. Yes? Come on. Give me a thumbs up. Yes. Very good. Very good. Very nice, children. Third property. It says when a number is subtracted from itself, the difference is always 0. That means 5 minus 5 will give us 0. 15 minus 15 will give us 0. 26 minus 26 will give us 0. A number subtracted from itself will give us 0. You can see all the examples. 92,738 minus 92,738 gives us 0. No need to calculate vertically. Mentally, you can do it easily. Okay. 3,47,189 minus 3,47,189 gives you 0. 7,09,462 minus 7,09,462 will give you 0. A number subtracted from itself will give you 0, the difference. Okay. And the last property is of subtracting tens, hundreds and thousands. Now when 10 is subtracted from a number, the digit in the tens place of the number decreases by 1. Exactly opposite of addition. There in addition, when you add it, that place digit increases by 1. Here we are subtracting, so it gets decreased by 1. You can see here in the example, 56,738 minus 10 gives you 56,728. The digit in the tens place here is 3. It gets decreased by 1 and becomes 2 when we subtract 10 from that number, right? You can see if this 10 comes below 38, below 38, then 8 minus 0 gives you 8, the very first property, and 3 minus 1 gives you 2, right? Second property. Okay, so here also you can see the in the example 2,83,940 minus 10 gives you 2,83,930. 4 get reduced to 3, get decreased to 3. Okay, now coming to 100. Now hundreds place digit will get decreased by 1. Here you can see 63,724 minus 100 gives you 63,624. 7 is at hundreds place and we are subtracting 100, so it gets decreased to 6. Here also 9 gets decreased to 8. 3,15,952 minus 100 gives us 3,15,852. Here 9 is at hundreds place, so it gets decreased by 1 and becomes 8. Is this very, very clear? And the last is of 1,000. When we subtract 1,000, the thousands place digit get decreased by 1. As you can see in the example, 18,306 minus 1,000 will give us 17,306. Rest of the digits remain same, only that place digit decreases by 1. 8 gets decreased to 7. Rest of the digits are same. You can see here, right? Here also in 6 digit, 8,29,173 minus 1,000 gives you 8,28,173. The thousands digit is 9 and it gets decreased by 1 and becomes 8 over here. It gets decreased as 8 over here. Is this very, very clear? Huh? Okay, let's revise the properties. When 0 is subtracted from a number, the difference is equal to the number itself. 5 minus 5 will give you 0. When 1 is subtracted from a number, the difference is equal to the predecessor of that number. Say 7 minus 1 will give you the predecessor of 7, that is 6. When a number is subtracted from itself, the difference is always 0. 8 minus 8, 0. 11 minus 11, 0. 50 minus 50, 0. Right? Now when tens, hundreds and thousand is subtracted from a number, the digit in the tens, hundreds, thousands place of the number decreases by 1 respectively. Tens digit will decrease 10. If we subtract 10, tens digit will get decreased by 1. If we subtract 100, hundreds digit will get decreased by 1. If we subtract 1,000 from a number, thousands place digit will get decreased by 1. Is this very clear? Have you all understood? If you have understood, please give me a thumbs up. Yes? Come on, everyone give me a thumbs up. Yes, very nice, very good. So based on all these properties, you have to solve this 2.10 exercise. Mentally, you have to solve. Okay. Now you know the property and you can solve it directly. You have to write the answer. Whereas the previous exercises of 2.6, 2.8, 2.7, all those exercises, you have to show the vertical subtraction. Here, direct answers, mentally, you have to write the answers as per the given properties. Is this very clear? Give me a thumbs up if it is very clear. Are you all going to solve it in your notebook and mail me? Yes? Very good. Give me a thumbs up. Yes, very good. Very nice. And that's all for today's class.